Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. Last night we did something completely hilarious on the channel. Last night obviously Celtic won, and we will do a video dissecting the Celtic win last night. We'll do that in just a minute. But last night we managed to live hijack listening to the Rangers rabble. Now if you go to around about the 40th minute mark on the live last night, and I will put the live under this video, that's when we managed to live hijack listening to the Rangers rabble as they started their podcast and listened to the Meltdown. And it was good just to have a little bit of banter with Celtic-minded people, and that was the whole reason that we've done it. Just to sit and have a good old laugh in the One Celtic Fans View chat and listen to the complete meltdown, and it was a complete meltdown of one of the Rangers podcasts. Apologies to the Rangers podcasters if you feel offended or that we stole your content, but we didn't steal your content, we just listened live to you. So anyway, if you want to listen to it, just keep watching this video because it has to go down as one of the best, absolute best lives that I've ever did on this channel. So thank you to everyone who wanted to make it happen, because it was the subscribers that wanted to make it happen, and they made sure that it did. Anyway, let's listen to that lot live right now. Here we go. There's the adverts coming on. Here we go, lads. You ready for this? Are you ready? Just here it comes. Here it comes. Just give me a minute. The adverts are playing. Skip adverts. Here we go. Right, wait a minute. I just need to turn. Here we go. We're listening. We're hijacking the Rangers rabble live.
Builds and whatever. Previous managers coming in and making it terrible. We can have all those debates if you want. But that's us now. In October, 9 points behind Aberdeen and Celtic, and losing to both Aberdeen and Celtic. It's time up. It's game over. Clement has to go. Clement has to go tonight. The board have to do it, and then tell all of us fans that they've done it. We can have all those debates if you want. We try and rebuild and move on with a new manager, whoever that may be. I don't know, but it's game up, folks. It's done.
It's done. We have
that
hijacked.
Was pathetic tonight.
We have hijacked.
Yes, there'll be people who say second half we looked a bit better. We done this, we done that.
We've managed to hijack. Wait a minute. Shut up, you.
Second half, we created the odd chance, and then once we got ourselves back into it, we shat the bed again. So it's all over, folks, for another season. And Trophy Hall's gone. Everything is all over. Joining me tonight
is Meltdown
for this extremely painful reaction is Connor and Ian. Hello everybody and welcome along to your post-match reaction here on the Rangers Rabble podcast.
This isn't the Rangers Rabble.
Ian, you joined me on the watch along, so I will let Connor have his say on this first. Just before you come in, Connor, please like, share and subscribe
if you want, but this is really the One Celtic Fans View channel, and we have hijacked the Rangers rabble, and we are listening live to the Rangers rabble. That lot having a meltdown.
The first thing I want to say before I proffer my opinions on Rangers and go in, and we will do that in this podcast, and it will be thoroughly deserved. The first thing I want to do is just quickly say well done to Aberdeen, because they were, I think, despite our slight improvement in the second half, I think they were the better team on the night. I think they showed the desire, the heart, the hunger, the willingness, the fight that we just don't have at this moment in time, that we have lost and lost quite a while ago by the looks of things. And they deserve the plaudits that they'll get. And, at the end of the day, none of us are surprised by this result because we are an absolute disgrace.
This could be the funniest podcast in the world.
I think some people in the chats vociferously having a pop at me for congratulating Aberdeen, but You know, they were
Listen,
the
if I was in the chat the way that I was feeling, Connor, I'd be having a pop at you, know. But you're right. You're absolutely
It's
right. But
understandable. The anger is understandable, and I'm not downplaying that. I just think, you know, I made this point for anybody who watched the Scottish Football Show when Aberdeen went to Parkhead and done well, that you've got to give them credit as well, because they deserve the credit. I hate them as much as the next person, but I'm also not blind, and I think it's just.
This could be the most probably the best podcast I've ever done.
Taking that out of the equation, we are absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious at this moment in time. You know, Philippe Clement, it is time for him to go. There's no hiding place. There's nowhere else for him to go. I've said this. We've all said this in the last few weeks in the build up to this game, and then after the Kilmarnock game, which I seen somebody earlier with whose name was something Rangers were not tonight ready, saying that it was over after the Kelly game. In terms of the league title, he's probably right, but you know, there is nowhere else to go. You know, Michael Beale got sacked round about this time about 13 months ago after a humiliating defeat at home to Aberdeen. We were still sitting second at that point though, and we weren't really under any threat from third place. We're now sitting third, 9 points behind Aberdeen and Celtic, just 3 points in front of Motherwell and Dundee United. We need to be watching our back for Motherwell and Dundee United.
Pass this on all your Celtic mates and get as many Celtic supporters on this as possible. Don't listen to them. Don't go to their channel. Come here and do it, because I think we've just found something new that we can get away with.
When this Rangers manager told us in June, July was it, as the season was about to start, judges in October, November, because that's when we'll be better. That's what he said. We'll be better in October, November. Well, here we are. You know,
October, November.
At the tail end of October. Halloween's tomorrow. The horror shows happen tonight. Clement, I'm afraid, has not lived up to what he even says, very low expectations standards at the start of the season that he set. He's not even lived up to that. And for me, however we do it, whatever negotiation needs to take place, Philippe Clement, the news of his departure from Rangers Football Club needs to break at some point tomorrow, preferably before midday, in my opinion.
I'll just quickly say to Blue Horizon asking why he's slow in the comments. I knew there was going to be a lot of people on, so I set the comments to a certain timer just so I could try and keep up with the comments and be able to.
He also put the timer to 20 minutes to be a subscriber, so you have to be a subscriber to get onto the channel. But if Celtic fans want to listen to it and comment it, they can come on to the Celtic Live and listen to the one Celtic fans view, talk with Celtic-minded people, and not need to subscribe to that channel, but you can listen to the Meltdown and have an even.
They worked hard, we didn't, and hard work generally wins out. So, end of the day, we were piss poor. We had a good, maybe 15, 20 minutes the entire game, a couple of minutes in the first half, a good little bit in the second half when we scored, and then we should have pushed on. But no, Clement did what Clement done. Right, we got a point away from home. That'll do. We'll sit on that. We'll try and see if we can score another one. Very Paul Le Guen. I agree with Connor that something needs to be done, and we need to wake up tomorrow morning to find out that he's either walked, which he won't do because managers don't do that anymore, or he's been sacked. But again, that's not going to happen. I will put money on it now that he will be there on Sunday at Hampden in the dugout as well, because the board need to do something. But where is the board? Who have we got? Gilligan and his little mate, who isn't really part of it. Everyone else, I wouldn't know, couldn't tell you who the other people were. So I don't see Clement being gone by morning. He will still be there. And then come Sunday, if we get knocked out of the League Cup, I would expect the announcement to be made straight after the final whistle. But again, am I confident that would happen? No. Am I confident we'd even win on Sunday at the moment? No. I just don't think we've got the players in there. You could tell. Dessers, within 5 minutes, you knew
Aberdeen in a title race.
It's not going to be Dessers' night. He's not in for this. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of service, and some of the balls into the box tonight were, for the most part, were awful. Apart from maybe the goal and maybe one more attempt, I don't remember Mitov having to do a great deal. It was probably one of Mitov's easier nights.